This right here. This right here. Hello, everybody. My name is Roy Nemmer of Mundo Albiceleste.com, and Argentina are world champions. Argentina have won the World Cup. I cannot stop smiling right now, and I'm joined by the living freaking legend, Seba. I can't.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I
Gracias,
can't.
Roy. The first thing I want to say is gracias to you. I mean, you
Uh,
make it uh, you make it better for everybody. I'm really emotional. I've cried so many times today. I I don't know. I don't know if I have any tears left, but this is especially I wanted to start by thanking you. I think I can speak on behalf of the Mundo Albiceleste community. You deserve this, man. You deserve this more than hundreds of millions of fans of Argentina. Really love you, man.
I, I appreciate that,
I
Seba.
wanna
Now
I
you're
wanna
gonna make me cry again. You're gonna make me cry again. Uh, this is for all of us. This is for all of us, for the constant heartbreaks, for 2014, for the humiliations before and after, and this is we're World Cup champions, Argentina. Hello, everybody. We have a show. This is a show.
let's go, let's go.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get this going. Let's get this going. Let us know. We kick things off. We're not going to do this any differently. Let us know where you are celebrating from. What part of this beautiful planet are you celebrating from right now? What country? Let us know. We already there you go. We started off already in Texas right here, and then we have one in India, uh, America, from Bangladesh. Um, India again, Bangladesh, Germany. I saw one that was Germany. I passed by too quickly. I saw Germany. Shout out to Germany. Shout out to Nepal, Pennsylvania, Calgary, Qatar. Oh my God! Just saw the open top bus ceremony celebration. Uh, Brooklyn, Miami, again from Bangladesh, Toronto, New Jersey, La Scaloneta bus. We've been on that bus. We have been on that bus for a couple of years. Haiti's going crazy. Sydney, Australia. I think there was one that's at Jamaica as well. There you go. Sydney, Vancouver, West Coast Canada, West Coast United States, in San Diego, New Jersey again, New Delhi, Nigeria, um, everywhere. I know Malaysia as well. I saw Malaysia way back where. Houston, Texas, Dublin, Ireland, Dallas, Texas. Just incredible. Absolutely incredible. This is a party and everybody's invited. Everybody is invited. This entire family. Ethiopia, Kazakhstan. Um, wow. I am speechless. I am speechless. Apologies for the language, but yes, world champions are omnipresent. Our location is the entire planet. Let's put it that way. Um,
Beautiful, beautiful
I
message.
I Seb, I'm gonna let you take the reins right now. I'm speechless.
Yeah, yeah.
How did you live this? How did we survive?
You know, um, I don't like suffering. I can tell you that. I have a master in suffering at club level with the national team. You know, I don't remember 78 because I was only 1 year old. Um, I do remember 86, and it's been a long, long time. And we really, really deserve this. Not just this one. We deserve so many World Cups before. We deserve to win so many World Cups before. And and today, this is not the picture I was envisioning. It looked a lot more like the first half. First half when exactly I have a PhD in suffering. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, I used to have long hair, you know. Suffering does that to you, but here we are. I'm bold, but I'm a world champion.
There
Um, but um, I wanted to start by mentioning that because there is a saying that goes here in Argentina that says, it wouldn't be Argentina without suffering. And I think that this World Cup final really epitomizes that. And it really makes that phrase, that sentence, 100% truth. But I won't like the trophy. You can say, hey, you can tell me whatever you want. Nothing is gonna hurt me. Just try your best, but don't go too rough. But apart from the suffering aspect, and apart from everything that I went through during the game, because I was really, really all over the place at times. Um, what do you guys think if you allow me to say Messi is a World Cup champion? How does that sound? How sweet it is for us, for all of us who always supported him, who knew that this boy was special back from 2005 when he started playing for the under 20s, and then he went to the World Cup, and he felt really, really close to winning it all. 8 years ago, especially, and we all remember that picture of him walking next to the World Cup trophy, just looking at that thing, helpless, without, powerless. And now Messi is a World Cup champion. That's, to me. I wanted us to win it first and foremost for Lionel Messi.
Yeah. Uh, well, number one, to answer your question, it sounds absolutely beautiful to the ears. It's music to the ears. Um, Lionel Messi, and that's, and we've spoken about this at least off air, because we try not to jinx things. Although, behind the scenes, I nearly gave Seba a heart attack. I would think, was it yesterday or before yesterday when I sent you that T-shirt?
Oh my
It's
god! You do that to a superstitious guy,
yeah,
and
for
eh,
I mean, I'll
you're
mention it
lucky.
quickly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
no,
I,
you're lucky. You're lucky. My love for you is deeper than that.
It's
But
deeper,
oh
yeah,
my god!
yeah. I had sent Seba a picture of a T-shirt. It's an actual T-shirt, printed professionally, everything. An Argentina Campeones, an Argentina Champions T-shirt with the 3 stars, and I sent it to Seba, and I said, "Look what got printed." And Seba just, he goes, "Are you crazy? You're sending this to me? I just deleted it off my phone." So,
Oh my god! No, you don't
um,
show that to a superstitious guy.
no, no.
Oh my god! Oh my
Um,
god!
but
That was
and
nice. That was nice.
that was good. But to go back to this topic here, I mean, Lionel Messi, a world champion, Argentina got the 3 stars, very well deserved. It's the bare minimum that Argentina deserves, and it's the bare minimum that Messi deserved. The emotions, for whatever reason, I think the only match we did not suffer this World Cup was the semifinals against Croatia, and then every match, like round of 16 was bad. Quarterfinals we suffered more than that, and the final was just the icing on top of the cake, where it was like the highest form of suffering, from 2-0 up to 2-2 to 3-2 in extra time to 3-3. This was suffering of the highest order, the highest order. Um, and how many? I want to ask you, Seb, and everybody as well. How much did we cry today? Is my question, because
Oh my
I don't
god!
I don't know how much
No,
I stopped, if I
I
even stopped crying.
I had my kids. I had my kids asking me, "Are you crying again?" And I said, "Hey, stop asking me. You know I'm gonna cry." It's been. I mean,
Yeah,
I started. I cried a couple of times. I think I cried when I saw Di Maria. He was crying after he scored the
yeah,
second goal. We'll talk about the goals. We'll do like a recollection of the game. We'll probably go, not exactly minute by minute, but we'll we'll get into that. We'll analyze the game itself.
yeah,
But now it's all about the emotions, and it's all about what went through our minds and our hearts, during those incredible moments that we know that we never forget those moments.
no,
But I cried when Di Maria scored, and I saw him. He had tears in his eyes. Then when the third goal went in, I cried as well. Again, seeing the players on the bench crying as well.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm telling you, when Montiel rolled that penalty, sent Lloris the other way, I couldn't even shout. I couldn't even shout goal or whatever because tears were already rolling down my face. I just
Yeah.
collapsed to the ground and I stopped. I started sobbing, but sobbing like loudly for a while, for a long, long time, and then it was every time I saw a little flash, every time I
Mhm.
saw a glimpse of Messi getting near the World Cup, and it was like a succession of sobs and noisy sobs. It was so much, so much. I think it's. I would have cried anyway, but the nature of that game had us all on the edge of
Yeah.
mental collapse.
Mental
Complete
breakdown.
nervous breakdown. Yeah, no,
Mental
that was
breakdown.
just too much. I want to hear everybody
Yeah.
across the world. What was going through your minds? What do you? Oh my God! Yeah, Jamie,
No,
yeah,
emotion.
I can feel that.
Yeah, emotional roller coaster. Honestly, I first teared up after Di Maria's goal. I teared up, and then when I saw Di Maria crying, and I started to cry there, and then I said, "No, wait, there's still about 70 minutes or 60 minutes with the football here. You have to save your tears and your emotions." And then I cried when Messi scored his third goal, the third goal to make it 3-2. And then when Montiel scored, it was like I knew we had won, but I wasn't sure if I should start celebrating. I'm like, did we really win? It was that like split second of we won, but did we really win? And then when he took off his shirt celebrating, that's when I let out a loud, just a cry, and then I just went like this, and I just started to cry and cry and cry and cry. I I couldn't I couldn't believe I couldn't. Um, it was very generous, very generous. Best Christmas tattoo. Um, Sharif says, I couldn't stop. I was at work and was on my knees praying. Um, it's yeah, speechless. This here, incredible, incredible. William's still numb. I look at pictures of Messi celebrating the players, and I'm thinking this is not a dream. Like someone's not gonna pinch me. I'm not gonna wake up. This actually happened, and it actually happened. Argentina are world champions. Argentina are World Cup champions after so many heartbreaks. And it was beautiful to watch all of the legends there. It was nice to see Gabriel Batistuta there. It was nice to see Zanetti was there. I know Zavaleta was on commentary or pundit. It was nice to see everybody there and everyone really pushing and rooting for the team. And specifically Messi, he got his crowning moment. He got what he wanted, what we all wanted. Um, I can't. I'm never gonna get tired of saying it. Argentina, World Cup champions. World Cup champions. Um,
No, no,
reading some of the comments. So Sylvia, I started crying after
no.
Messi's first penalty goal. The first goal is a big. It's incredible how I think Argentina scored the first goal in every match at this World Cup that they played in.
Yeah, not just that, but the last 6 games, we opened a 2-0 advantage in all of them. And well, it was only a couple of games that we couldn't keep that distance between us and our rivals.
Yeah,
One was against the Netherlands,
yeah,
and today, of course, we were 2-0 up. Um, when you're about to faint, or um, or when you're blushing and somebody says, "Oh, you're blushing," and it's worse.
yeah,
When France scored the 2 goals,
yeah.
my wife looked at me and she says, "You're all white. You look pallid. You look very, very white." And I went like, "No, please don't tell me that. If you if you tell me, I'm gonna pass out. I'm gonna faint." And I said, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. But maybe I wasn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
I said before the game, I think I said it in a video,
Hmm.
because you don't want to visualize negative things, right? But at the same time, when the stakes are so high, you also want to consider everything. You want to consider your own health. Um, you want to consider all the possibilities, and you don't. It's a fine line because you don't want to spend too much time or energy thinking about what could happen if we lose, but at the same time you need to prepare a little bit for that scenario. And to me, ahead of the game, that was the big thing. I mean, I was more concerned about um, football being football, probably an unfair result or a bad call from the referee or just bad luck, an excellent performance from the France goalkeeper Lloris. I
Yeah.
was prepared, not prepared, but I was thinking of that, but I was more scared about the consequences of that because,
Yeah.
especially in Argentina, but I know here it's like I'm talking to somebody from Argentina. All of you are from Argentina. Either you know it or not. I'm telling you. I'm giving you the news. You are Argentine. You are Argentine citizens. That's how I feel about you guys. I'm honest in that. Um, but it was either a big platform for us to be happy, for us to be, because now until the start of the next World Cup, we are the World Cup champions, and we are going to spend a lot of time reminiscing. There's going to be so many moments in which you will be just minding your own business, doing your work, just walking down the street, and all of a sudden, this feeling will get, this thought will get back, and you will say, "Oh, we won the World Cup," and you will remember where you were, who you hug, what you see, what you saw afterwards. Messi lifting the cup, everything that you hold
Wow.
close to your heart will come back several times in these next 4 years, and that was really what was at stake, and that what we knew, and we spent a lot of time visualizing that, trying to make it happen. On the other, on the other side of the coin, it was darkness. It was complete darkness. I'm not kidding here. On the other side, it was a lot of people getting into depression. Um, Mental health is a very difficult thing, and it's a real problem. And believe it or not, they say football is only football, but it's not. We all know it's not. And that was what was on the other side of the coin. It was staring at the abyss. And tonight we stared at, we looked at the abyss in the eye. We look at hell in the eye, and we came back. We came back from hell like 3 times, and in
Yeah.
a way, I feel more relieved than anything else. And I'll feel elated. And I went to the streets to celebrate with my kids, and I hugged them, and I saw the happiness in their eyes, and I saw Messi lifting the trophy, and everybody involved with the national team. But the relief that I feel right now, I think is bigger than than anything else. Um, and yeah,
It-
that's what made my face go white when France
yeah.
equalized against the run of play, against all fairness in the game, against any logic, because we were in control. And we can talk about the game shortly, but
Yeah. I,
seriously, it was a lot. It was a lot riding on this game, and thankfully we're on the winning side today.
yeah. Maybe we rode our luck a couple of times, but like you, Seba, and I think like a lot of people, if not everybody in the chat, yes, it was a relief, but I was thinking about this yesterday and the days leading up. I literally thought, I'm like, this is it. In a weird way, so someone wrote it. They wrote it in Spanish, like it's la fin del mundo, right? Like the end of the world. And it's like this is it. It's you win or it's the end of the world. And for whatever reason, and I tried not to, but I just kept thinking like, what if Argentina do not win the World Cup on Sunday? Then what? It was kind of like that. I couldn't, like you said, you're staring into the abyss. You're just staring into to
Hmm. Hmm.
something that's just unfathomable, something you don't want to think about. And I just said, no, this is not going to happen. And then when 2-2, when France drew level, I thought, holy crap, this is not, no, this cannot be happening. This cannot be happening. And there's a comment that was brought up. I brought it up a couple of moments earlier. It's somehow, for whatever reason, watching football now is just going to be that much sweeter. It's a matter of, Argentina won the World Cup. For myself, and for many others, this is the first time we see Argentina win a World Cup. Lionel Messi's won a World Cup, and it's like you said, Seba, for the next 4 years, it's kind of sorry, it's kind of like we won the World Cup. You could think of it. You could watch the highlights. You could watch the game. You could watch the celebrations. You could think what you were doing, who you were with, what you were doing, and then you could kind of smile and say, you know what, that team did it. We did it in a way, but that team did
Yeah,
it, and it just brings a smile, just like that. It brings a smile to your face. It's beautiful.
yeah.
It's beautiful.
I also wanted to say, sorry if I sound too tired, or it's because I am. It's midnight here, but it's not just because of the time. Because I've been tired since I don't know, 6 p.m.
Yeah.
I just can move.
No, I don't worry about it. Seba. We're all kind of a little bit tired. I I didn't sleep well last night. I got about 4 hours of sleep, and those 4 hours were I was waking up every about 20 minutes or so I didn't really sleep. The match was at 10 a.m. for me, so I went to bed at like
Right.
2:33. I woke up around 7ish, and I didn't sleep. And then I woke up, and I just said, "Okay, well, this is it. This is as big as it's ever gonna get. Just whatever happens here, you have to try and enjoy it." Sharif had it at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
But Argentina are World Cup champions at the end of the day, and for all of eternity, actually, Argentina are World Cup champions. Let's
Yeah, that's it. Yes,
let's
I
talk about.
told my
Sorry,
son.
go ahead. Yeah,
I told my son Felipe he's 12.
yeah,
He was probably too young to remember 2018. He says he remembers. He was only 4, but he has some recollection. Maybe because he watched videos after that, and maybe he remembers
yeah.
the videos of. Um, that's an advantage that he has compared to me. When I was a kid, there were no cameras, but um, but I told him, I said, hey, other teams may come and win it. We may have to wait a long time from now on, but nobody can take this away from you. You're a World Cup champion, and you know that's it.
At the end of the
That's
day,
it. That's it. Yeah, that's that title. It's gonna be with you forever, no matter what happens. No matter what happens next. And I think that's another thing that I wanted to say. I know that I've been talking a lot about the little ones, the youngest, the young generations. To me, this was the World Cup for the young generation of Argentina fans,
yeah,
and I have no doubt in my mind. Uh, I was on the streets in Buenos Aires. Maybe I don't know, Roy, if you want to show the picture of me and my kids
of course, looking
celebrating
it up right now.
celebrating on the streets. But you know what I did? We were jumping and singing songs, and then I said, "Hey, there were a bunch of kids, probably high school, probably maybe first years of college." So I went to them. They're complete unknowns and they're complete strangers to me. And I said, "Hey, you know what, guys? I kind of it was like a huddle. It was like a huddle. I hugged them all and I said, "Hey, you know what? I'm happy for you guys. I'm happy for your generation. You guys deserve it. You've been so loyal, so faithful. You're full of energy, and we've been so unlucky. I'm happy for you guys." And they started crying and they hugged me and they said, "Hey, man, thank you, man, thank you so much." And this is me with my kids earlier today,
Incredible, Seba.
and that
Incredible,
was
Seba.
that's a moment I will remember forever.
Of course, as you should, as you
Yeah,
should. It's a beautiful moment. It's a
yeah,
beautiful moment.
yeah.
It's wow, wow. And I echo Jaco Taco. Wonderful picture,
Thanks,
beautiful
thanks. Yeah,
picture.
yeah.
It's
And you know what? Those. so amazing. And then my little one, Manuel, there was a big block of ice that people were using to put on their drinks and everything. And it was a one that fell to the floor, and he started kicking as if it was a football.
Mhm.
And a little kid started kicking it back, and I said, "Hey, this is why we are world champions. These kids are there out in the streets
With
playing
ice.
football with an ice cube." I mean, I think it encapsulated everything, the passion that we have. I mean, it's thank you guys. I'm feeling the love. But yeah, yeah.
It's
It was so incredible, and then it was everybody out there, out on the streets, and I frankly got a bit emotional there too. I saw people started jumping up and down. I saw old people, little kids, and I was walking down the streets and tears were rolling down my face because it was just too much. We were holding it in for a long, long time, and it was a big release. It was a fantastic release of energy, and my god, oh my god, it was incredible. And this has just begun. Believe it or not, what you will see in the next few months is gonna make it a lot more special. You will see videos that you haven't seen. You will see pictures. You will watch the game again. You'll be able to appreciate the beauty of everything that we did in this World Cup. We'll start talking about the statistics, every record that we broke. We will see, people from everywhere, and we know really from everywhere, everywhere. We have the biggest room in the world right now. This little
that's right.
window that we have, um, and I'm sure I'm gonna be crying the whole week. I'm gonna be crying every 5 minutes because I'm gonna see something else that is gonna make me emotional. So this is amazing. So we already did Copa America champions,
Yeah.
Finalissima champions. Now this was the big
World
one. That
Cup
yeah,
champion. This was the
yeah,
trifecta. This was the third
yeah,
star. This is
yeah, yeah.
this is
This is
the
a
one
big
that
one.
counted the most. Yeah. Obviously,
Yeah.
Copa America was massive. That was
Oh my
after
God.
we don't. There's no third star without winning the Copa America. I think that is fair to say, right? As much as we love this, if Argentina don't win at Americana, they probably don't win in Doha tonight. Um, but they did, and then they won the
Oh,
Finalissima, and then we got the emergence of Enzo Fernandez and all the injuries and all the emergence of Julian Alvarez and everybody else, and then here we are. Fast forward, and Argentina are World Cup champions. See, I'm thinking now, like this is. By the way, Adidas, feel free to steal my idea, but how about this? You have the third star. Well, you have the third star. You have the Finalissima badge. You have the World Cup badge, and then you have the Copa America badge. Or you could line them up like this. However way you want. It's fine. Just give it to me.
would that be a shirt or a billboard? I mean,
I don't know. Look, if they keep winning, you have to add the patches, right? You have to add the badges.
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
uh,
Amazing, amazing,
um,
amazing.
it's
Somebody was
yeah.
asking a comparison to how we felt when we won in '86, and
Let me see if I can
I can
find
tell
it.
you it was really, really different because, of course, um, you have to give me the benefit of me living the World Cup in '86 through the eyes of a 9-year-old. I was nine. I was nine, so I was a kid. I didn't have complete conscience of what was going on. Um, I I didn't completely appreciate everything that was happening. But at the same time, I have to say it's a completely different era. I mean, to us, I was living in Avellaneda back then. It's a suburb. It's a city. Actually, I was in a suburb of a city outside of the city of Buenos Aires. It's not too far away from the city, but it's not uh, like a metropolis. And so it was a little neighborhood. To us, we just celebrated with our family and with the guys that were out there in a corner. you know, throwing foam at each other, like a carnival, water or whatever. But it was winter, so you know, the world was really, really small back then for us,
Yes.
and the way that we connect with the players these days, we know everything about the players. We know because they're posting on Instagram, on Twitter, and they have wives and girlfriends, and we know who they are, and we see them every day playing everywhere across the world. Um, and we know that the world is really big, and we know that there's hundreds of millions of Argentina fans, and we knew this from a long, long time because we're doing Mundo, and we know where everybody is reading from and visiting from and commenting from. But it wasn't very known to the public. So now we know that this is a scream of liberation heard all over the planet. And it means a lot more. It really means a lot more. Um, 86 was fantastic. Don't get me wrong. I'm not taking anything away from that. Um, in a way, I felt we were not the favorites, and here we knew, we had a feeling that we were. Like some people were writing us off, but we knew we had the sacred fire in our hearts, and we knew we could win it. But it means a lot more because of this, because of
The
the
global aspect.
size, the globalization has so many bad things, but the good things that it has are amazing as well. So uh,
Yes.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
watching the game and I was thinking about you guys. I was thinking, okay, we're gonna do this video reaction after the World Cup. We're gonna win it because my marriage was on the line because my wife supports France. So John,
No, John,
what have
long
you
time Mundo
done?
friend.
Hey,
Well,
by the
from
way,
very
I don't know
start.
if everybody is aware, but John from Malaysia, he started as a reader of Mundo Albiceleste in its old form, and we became friends. We're friends for life now. So he's also one of the guys I was thinking about when we were playing. And if you can share, Roy, if you can share the picture that I sent you of our
Yeah,
national team manager
coach, of
wearing a
course,
very,
of
very
course.
special shirt for John and
Yeah,
for everybody from Malaysia. Uh, I wanted to share that with you
let's see here.
because I'm sure you will immediately
I th-
think
John will remember this specifically.
of course, of course.
Look
But it
at
was
this.
so nice that Scaloni had this shirt
Wow.
handy so he could take a picture of this, and that's the shirt that he wore for the under 20 Malaysia
World Cup.
97 shirt
Yeah,
World Cup,
beautiful.
which is very, very special. Yeah.
Yeah, there was, there was
So
there was
that
a
that
lot of
one's
that.
for you, John. That
Yes,
one's that one's for you, John.
that one's for John. And there was a lot of that going around. Obviously, Scaloni wearing the number 18 shirt here, and then someone said, although I didn't see it, someone said Messi wore it in well, at the Olympics, Messi wore, I think, number 18, or no, not at the Olympics, but someone said tonight Messi wore
Ah,
number
yeah.
18. It was a T-shirt of him or something. And obviously December 18, so it's a day we're never ever going
I
to
think it was
forget.
from the 2005 under 20
2005 under
World Cup.
20.
I
Yeah, I think he wore
I
number
think, yeah.
15 at the Olympics. I think.
Here's the World Cup champion soda,
There you go.
little
This
shot,
is
non-alcoholic,
this
non-alcoholic,
is this is
but it makes a beautiful noise.
this is right here. That's the sound of champions, Seba. The noise of champions, right
Yes.
there. The noise of champions. Um, hey, this is right. Actually, yes, I remember going on that rant a while back when I said, people were saying how Argentina never faced European teams, and I said, well, European teams had not faced Argentina or South Americans yet. And there was that comment from Mbappe where he said about Brazil and Argentina and the level of South America. I think I don't know about that, Killian. I mean,
Oh
look,
my God.
we can
No.
we can talk about everything but the game for hours and hours and how much it means, but let's get to the game.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
maybe
go.
let's
Let's go.
let's get to that.
There's so much. There were like
There
three
is.
different games, three different
It's
three different
ridiculous.
games in 120 minutes.
Yeah.
But
Um,
what about that first half? What about that first half? First half.
the best,
I
and I'll let everybody else in the chat answer as well. The best first half under Scaloni, considering the opponent and the final.
but apart from that, I don't remember any side being outplayed that much
Yeah.
in a World Cup final like this. I mean, not even
No.
Brazil when they lost 3-0 to France in '98. I don't think
No.
I don't. Of course, I don't
See.
remember that game as vividly as I do remember this one. But I
Mhm.
think that's about the only time that I can think of a team outplaying the opposition
Yeah.
completely like we did. No shots on goal for France, two
Nothing.
goals from Argentina, complete domination. Tactics were spot on. I think Di Maria being included and playing on the left was a complete
Massive.
surprise. They caught yeah, and they caught France by we caught France by surprise, and that was a master stroke because Di Maria won the penalty for the first goal, then scored the second, but at the same time was always a threat. He was always posing issues and troubles for Koundé, for the melee. We forced France into making two early substitutions. They
Yeah.
removed Giroud, one of the main goal scoring threats. They removed Dembélé. They had to change a lot, and that was because it was all about Argentina. We completely played them out of the park, um, and that was a joy. That was a joy to watch. Um, I don't know if you at any point you felt because I didn't because I'm old and
Yeah.
I know better. I know better not to get overexcited. But anybody here thought that the game was over?
No.
I didn't. I didn't. But at
I
some point, I wouldn't blame you if you feel that way.
I honestly I didn't. Um, I just thought I cannot, and I'm talking specifically in the first half. I thought I cannot see France even scoring in this half, even off a set piece. I was that confident. In the back of my mind, I thought maybe they'll score in the second, but there's no way with the way we're playing and the way France was playing. I thought there was no way they were going to score in the first. And it's funny that you mentioned the dominance, for example, between France and Brazil in '98. I have a good friend of mine, Brazilian, and he said he remembers watching the '98 World Cup, and as soon as he heard France's national anthem, La Marseillaise, he said, "I knew it was over for us." He said, "I knew it." And while watching the anthems today, I was watching Argentina just belting out the anthem, and then I saw France, and their anthem, and I just thought, "There's no way Argentina just wanted more. They're just hungrier." And you could see it, and then the match started, and it was for all to see. It was too obvious. It was I, it was a clinic. It was a
Yeah,
master class, especially a World Cup final, especially.
yeah. But you know, we move. Maybe we can talk a little bit more about the first half because it was gorgeous. But um, I felt I felt the penalty for the first goal. I felt it was really really soft. If I was if that penalty was given to France, I would be kicking all my furniture, even if I hurt my feet
yeah.
doing it. But I would be fuming, absolutely fuming, because there is an argument that you could give that penalty, but it's a World Cup final. Um, I
Mhm.
don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I'm
It's
in a minority here. Of course, I'm happy that they gave that penalty, but yeah, it was just too soft for
yeah,
my liking. And I always think about what if I was on the others on the
yeah.
receiving end.
I'll
Um,
it's funny. I was actually just having this conversation with a good friend of mine before we went on air, and in terms of Dembele clipping Di Maria, and because of that penalty. And if you have the ball and you're dribbling, right, and no matter how fast or no matter how slow, if you're dribbling and someone clips you from behind, you're so concentrated, you're so focused on the ball that sometimes even the slightest touch will bring you down. Now, granted,
Mm.
now in this day and age in football, you touch someone, they go down, it's a penalty, right? Contact's made, it's contact. If we're talking about the days of, if we look at what someone like Walter Samuel got away with in the penalty box, practically, dragging people, throwing them to the floor, not being a penalty. Times have changed, but I think in this day and age, it's a penalty. Is it a soft one? Yes. I think it was soft, but there was contact, and for me, enough contact to bring Di Maria down. But I get your point of view, Seba. If it was the opposite,
Yeah,
I would be angry. I would not be happy about that.
yeah.
I would not be
But
happy.
once the ref gave the penalty, we
But
were already far superior
oh,
back then.
we were
At
flying.
that time, we were deserving of because
But
you know
but you know what? Wait, Seba. Sorry.
for
Let me. Sorry. Let me
yeah,
ask you this then. Let me ask you this.
yeah.
If that foul on Di Maria happens anywhere else on the pitch, is that a foul?
Hey, I see your point, and you guys are convincing me, because I was more
Let-
focusing on and concentrating on the upper um, the upper body, because
Okay.
if it looks like he was grabbing Di Maria, but then when you look at it from
There
the
was a
other
clip
angle,
on the
he's
leg.
not grabbing Di Maria.
No.
But um, I was probably too nervous to look at it
I'm trying to get
clearly.
you to change your mind. I'm trying to get you to change your mind.
Yeah, no, I can change my mind. Yeah, if it was robbery, I don't care.
Doesn't
We're
matter.
World Cup champions. Yeah, I don't
Exactly.
know. Have we said that we are World Cup champions?
I don't
I
know if
think
we
I've
did. I
said
think
it.
we could. Say, I think if we did, we
Yeah,
could say it again,
are we?
right?
We're World Cup champions, right? We're World Cup champions. Yeah,
Argentina won
are
the
you?
World Cup, right?
Okay,
Three
yeah, I
times,
thought so.
three
Yeah,
stars.
that's
Okay.
pretty good. Uh, but then what about the taker, the penalty taker, that little
Who?
guy with the number 10?
The
Oh
alien,
my
the
god.
one that's not from this planet, who has
Oh my
scored
god.
in every single match in the knockout stages at this World Cup. That alien, the pressure that was
Oh
on
my
him,
god.
and someone wrote it in the chat earlier. The pressure that was on Messi, because it's a World Cup final, because it's Messi, it's magnified that much more. The pressure that was on him, and just nothing. Like he brushed it off as if it was nothing. And I'm thinking to myself, in 2014, how we were when he scored that penalty, I just kept thinking 2014. Now I couldn't for whatever reason get it out of my
Yeah.
mind. Um, Beautiful, beautiful. How nervous were you, Seb? And how nervous
Yeah.
was everybody here when Messi was about to take the penalty?
No, you know what? I wasn't nervous. I was 100% confident that
Yeah,
Messi was going to score. I kid you not. Um, I saw something in his eyes during this entire World Cup, and I don't care if he missed that penalty against Poland. It would have marked a very remarkable
yeah.
feat, because
Seven.
it would have meant that he scored in all 7 games. But I don't care. But I was completely confident that he was going to score it. Um, Messi opening the scoring again. I don't know about the statistics, but um, I think those numbers are pretty high. And I felt, and somebody said in a comment earlier, that it's such a morale booster when you score the first one.
It is.
And yeah, and it was a relief. And we just kept playing our game. We were dominating. And I want to mention Alexis McAllister, because this guy, this guy, I mean, him,
Wow.
Rodrigo de Paul, and Enzo Fernandez. Oh my effing god!
God.
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. They
the
were
kind of World Cup that these guys had.
incredible. Not normal. Not normal. And the thing about McAllister, and we're going to talk about it much more when we get to after France had scored, but our players were dead in the second half and extra time, just dead. They couldn't move. Yet France could not get the ball off Alexis McAllister. He was shielding the ball. He was dribbling around them. He was playing short passes. His tournament, no disrespect to Brighton, and I think Peter Drury, the commentator, said it when Argentina won the World Cup and they were getting the winners' medals. God, I felt good saying that. He got to Alexis McAllister, and he said, Alexis McAllister doesn't play. No, Alexis McAllister plays for an unfashioned club or something like that, like a fashionless club at Brighton. And I'm thinking, how much longer can McAllister stay at Brighton, especially after this World Cup? Because you mentioned Enzo Fernandez. I mean, there's no way he's staying at Benfica at the end of the season. De Paul is De Paul and Paredes, but those guys stepped it up. And we did a video when Lo Celso got injured, and we said, it's not going to be one person that's going to replace him, but these guys did. And
Yeah, it's like
yeah,
it's like there was a midfield that was born in Qatar. I mean,
yeah,
because yeah, they just, of course, these guys were not unknown for us, but
no,
I don't know if many people would have imagined that they could have dominated, because they dominated France for
they
80
did.
minutes today, and then they dominated back again in extra time for a period. But we knew the Paul. Of course, the Paul was playing there.
Yeah.
He was the best player in the Copa America final, in my opinion,
Oh, by
and
far. Well,
he
of
was
course, yeah.
immense. He was immense, and we knew what the Paul could bring to the table. But the other two guys, especially Enzo and Alexis, and Enzo, of course, won very deservingly so the
Yeah.
Young Player of the Tournament award. Uh,
Very well
it,
deserved.
it
England
could
can
have
keep their
gone.
Jude Bellingham. They could keep him.
No, 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 no. I mean, no. But I think it was either between him or Julian. Both
I,
had a
I
great
I
shot.
think I think Julian was older. I think he's past the age limit or something. I remember
Is
reading
he?
something like that. Yeah, I remember
Ah,
reading something
okay,
like
okay,
that saying
okay.
Julian could not win it because he's above the age limit, I think.
Ah,
But
okay.
absolutely it would have
It's
been between those two. Absolutely.
He's gonna have to make do with the World Cup trophy then, but with just the World Cup trophy. But
There you go. Yeah, Julian's gonna
but
be
then
good. Yeah.
let's go to the second goal, because that's
The best someone I'll see if I could bring it back up. Someone called it. Are you talking about the best team goal in World Cup finals history? That team goal?
well, I'm gonna have to say, I'm gonna have to be honest. I'm gonna have to be honest here, 100% honest, because to get my kids into the mood of what the World Cup means,
Yeah.
we were watching every World Cup goal from every edition of the World Cup. They're all on YouTube. It's amazing. So I said, okay, we're gonna watch the 1970 edition to that tonight. So we watch
True.
all the
Yeah.
goals. It's
Brazil
fantastic.
1970.
If
Yeah.
you the Brazil in 1970,
Yeah.
they scored the fourth goal. It's I think it's
Yeah.
superior to this one, um, for everything that they do there. But here, oh my God, I counted.
Mm, yeah.
I think it's five progressive uh,
Passes
passes,
or
and
touches. Yeah.
only one of them is not one touch. Only one of them is not.
I think
Only one of
which
them
was
is a
Alexis.
no. There's one that
No.
it's a control and pass, and that
Okay.
was that was by Messi. But it starts with Molina in
Yeah.
a position where, sometimes the defender would just huff and puff, as they say. I think is the
Yeah.
expression,
Yeah.
or send it to the third row. But the guy Molina just kept his cool and found Alexis in the middle of the pitch. Alexis first touch to Messi. Messi controls it, and then with the back, uh, like Roger Federer, he went like that to Julian.
True.
Alexis, who passed it to Messi, starts a run
Yeah.
forward
Just continues it.
to
Yeah.
be on the receiving. Yeah, and
Yeah.
and he finds the uh, the mismatch for France, because they couldn't find him. I mean, there was an opening there. He found it, and Julian had an easy pass. I mean, we say easy, but it's a clear
No.
pass, and
It was
he
a
made
good
it look
square
easy.
ball. Yeah.
Yeah, he made it look easy, and that was it. And Alexis went flying and had like eyes on his back of his head to
Yeah,
find Di Maria. I mean, if you
he.
look at the finishing from Di Maria,
It
sorry,
was a
sorry, Roy,
chip.
we all felt like he was gonna chip because
Yeah.
he always scores with a chip over the keeper in every final. But it wasn't a chip um, because it was the way he hits it. He hits it towards the ground so the ball can elevate a little bit. But that's the only way that you can actually keep control of the ball if you want to hit it first hand. And he was lucky. I mean, it was nothing lucky about it. He hit it perfectly. But if you look at it again, he hits it downwards, and the ball bounces a little bit over Lloris' body because Lloris, when stretching,
Yeah. Yeah.
trying to block the shot more than make a save, and it goes over the keeper's body. But yeah, he intentionally hit the ground. It's like a sobrepique,
It's
as we call it in
yeah.
Spanish.
It's
But oh my god, when that
if
one went in,
wow. The I don't know if we get the same angle like the international feed or not. I think we do. But when Messi makes that pass, the camera cuts and you really see it's like very much a close up of Messi making that pass. And when he does that and you see Alexis running, and as he's running, he looks to his left to see who's there and he sees Di Maria. So, in my opinion, that was like a snapshot for Alexis because he's about to get the ball from Molina. He looks to his left, gets the ball, and then he just keeps running. He doesn't look left anymore. He knows Di Maria is there. And that vision, you said, Seba, he made it look easy. He made it look like it was a simple pass. He easily could have overhit it. He easily could have played it short, not have enough power, or played it towards Loris, or got it, taken out by the defender.
yeah, or be
It's very
selfish,
easy.
keep
Or
it
be
to
selfish and
himself.
go for goal.
Yeah,
Yeah. And,
no, not
sometimes
him,
it's the
not him.
nerves. He
He's very,
was,
you know,
wow,
he's very, very intelligent, and it's
very.
amazing.
And
But I don't know.
it's,
I'm gonna have to watch not only replays, but then there, are, tactical analysis and stuff like
no,
we all like to
no.
see. But I want to see the time that it elapses,
Or sorry,
that the
Alvarez.
time that passes between the first touch by Molina.
Mm.
I think it was Molina at the very
Someone
beginning of the
said
play.
Alves.
I'm
The
referring.
very beginning could have been Molina, but I think the comment is right. I think it's Ratajit. I think it's Alvarez that makes the pass to Alexis.
To Alexis. Yeah, yeah,
To
yeah, of
Alexis,
course.
yeah, but
I
initially it was
refer
Molina.
when we
Okay.
win possession back, I think it was a high ball, and Molina could have kick it high
Yeah.
and far
Uh,
away, but it was a control clearance, so to speak,
yeah.
and he with intention he finds Alexis, and I think this is something that we did very well. The whole team did very well. I think it was
It,
part of the plan.
I'm
We broke France's high
pressing
pressing
the resistance. Yeah.
with long passes that were not,
Pinpoint.
they were not um,
Just huffing and
prayers
puffing.
that you said.
No.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was well placed passes from Romero, from Otamendi, from the wide players, from everybody. They were very, very intelligent in finding our attacking players,
Yeah.
and
Eh,
and break the pressure from France.
yeah. No, it's. Yeah, I'm replaying that goal, and I have a question, and I'm being honest. I read this question somewhere, and I can't remember where during the game, but Argentina scored a counter-attacking goal, right? Argentina counter-attacked France, who weren't even attacking.
Ah, yeah,
That's the funny part. Argentina scored a counter-attacking goal against a team that wasn't even attacking. If you really think of it,
yeah,
and it was the touching, the technique on the passes, the sharpness. It was beautiful. It
yeah.
really really was.
We always have a little extra time to find a teammate, to find
Yeah,
the perfect pass, to help our teammates. Try not to.
try not to cry.
Oh my god!
Beautiful.
So
Uh,
2005, Di Maria and Messi win the Under 20 World Cup.
2008, they win Olympic
Yeah.
gold. Messi assists Di Maria. We don't talk about 2014 here. And then 2021, Di Maria and 2022 they both scored, and that's I was
Yeah,
looking at that when they showed Di Maria and he was crying after his goal.
they
I,
forgot
I,
about the finalissima though, but
they no yeah yeah, but yeah, I was just thinking like Argentina were up 2-0 in a World Cup final, and it wasn't Manchester City's best striker Julian Alvarez that had scored. It was it's the old guards. It was
yeah,
Messi that scored, and it was Di Maria that scored.
that was
It wasn't.
beautiful. Yeah.
It's poetic. Honestly, it's very poetic in a way that it was those two players that scored, and Di Maria drew the penalty, scored the goal. Messi scored the penalty, played a part in Di Maria's goal, scored the third penalty, scored the third goal, and technically even could have had an assist on Lautaro's goal had he actually scored it. But it was very poetic.
Yeah.
Very, very poetic. And yes, the thrill, I do agree. Everybody hit the like button, thumbs up, hit the
Yeah.
like, hit the subscribe button. The World
Yeah.
Cup is over. I don't know if you guys heard, if you guys are just joining us, Argentina won the World Cup. Argentina are World Cup champions. I don't know if you guys heard about this or not. If not, tell a friend, right? Or if you
Yeah.
did, tell a friend either way. But we have a lot more content coming up, including some end of year countdown stuff, which is going to be pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
But
So
go
we
ahead,
go to the second half, and the first
get to
half
the
was
second.
like nothing wrong about it. Nothing
10
wrong.
out,
It
10 out of
was
10 performance.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so the second half, we knew France was gonna come at some point. They were gonna come try and get back into the game,
Yeah.
and we knew we probably would have started to get tired and we'll
Yes.
have to make some substitutions. But it started, the second half started pretty much in the same vein of, in the same flow that we saw in the first half. Um, and we could have killed the game. We could have killed the game. It's not like that we had like anybody missing a sitter or a very clear cut opportunity,
No.
but we were putting some pressure.
Hmm.
We were still being the best team, and all of a sudden we get to the 80th minute. There was only one effort from France. Um, I think it was around the 70th minute when Mbappe shot from distance and he went over the
Yeah.
bar,
Yeah.
but no shots on target, no shots on target until the penalty. And that penalty,
Was almost saved. There was a lot of power on it.
yeah,
A lot of power.
you know, not gonna criticize any of our players. These guys are
No.
legends.
No. No. No.
These
No. No.
guys
No.
are
No.
already
Nothing.
they're heroes. They're heroes. They're legends. All I'm gonna say is, I think probably with a couple of interventions during the World Cup, um, Otamendi's World Cup.
He had a
I
stellar
mean,
World
let
Cup.
me rephrase it. Let me rephrase it. For so many moments in this World Cup, he was the heart of our defense. He was our
Yes.
shield,
Yes.
our wall back there,
Yeah.
and he played amazing. He could have been top three for me in the best players of the tournament. He
Yeah.
falls outside of the podium places because of a couple of things in in the game against Australia, but especially uh, with that play just before
Yeah.
he fouls
He felt
Colin
for
Wani.
the goal.
He could have. I don't know. I don't know. It's probably
It's
I'm probably
look.
talking in the heat of the moment and probably being too harsh on him because those guys are really fast. They're a lot faster than
They're
him.
in. Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe
It's
kick it out, kick it out. But I don't know if he could have made it on time.
Yeah, I think a lot of, I think maybe even for someone like Otamendi, and we've seen a lot of experienced players, defenders, strikers, whatever it may be, maybe panic or the nerves get the better of them. Let's not forget that this is a World Cup final. 10 minutes left. It's possible he just he not even a lapse of concentration, just like, oh boy, I'm panicking, nerves, World Cup. He's one on one with
Yeah,
Dibu. I got to do something.
yeah,
Maybe it
but,
was something like that.
Yeah, but probably I don't think it was related to nerves or the occasion being getting the best out of him.
It's
I think
torture.
he was probably just a mistimed. A mistime or
Yeah,
misjudgment. Maybe didn't he didn't think that Colomwani was going to be that fast, and then he had to foul him. I mean,
he
it
had
was
no choice,
either
to be honest.
yeah, it was either 100% chance to score a goal for them or a 50%. I don't know, maybe lower than 50. But when you have a keeper that good with penalties,
Yeah,
you you
you
like your
take the
chances.
risk.
And yeah, and he was um, just a little grab. I don't know. In a Copa Libertadores game,
Uh,
they wouldn't give you
that's
a
not
penalty for that.
no,
But
but in a
if
World
he
Cup
gave,
final, that's going to be given. That's the issue.
yeah,
That's it.
I'm not
Look,
saying.
it goes back to again my I know this is sorry this is the way I see the current game now is would that have been a foul anywhere else on the pitch? Probably yes. You know, it's it's harsh, and I understand what you mean, Seba. We're not going to criticize anybody here, especially not these legends and these warriors for everything that they've achieved. Um, I think he just kind of thought, you know what, I have to do something. This seems like a sure goal. If I foul him, I'll
Mhm.
take my chances with Dibu. And to be fair, Dibu got a hand on it. He two of the three
Oh
penalties
yeah,
that Martinez faced against Mbappe, he got a hand on it. It was just so much power, so much power. One of
yeah.
them he gets the wrong way. It happens, but so much power. And then after Mbappe scored the first goal, I just thought to myself, okay, just keep the ball for 2 minutes, slow the game down, keep the ball for 2 minutes,
uh,
and then try and reposition and all that stuff. And we didn't. Um, led to the second
no,
goal.
it was 60 seconds. It was 60
Yeah,
seconds. We went from 2-0 up to a 2-all draw, and
yeah,
it was the second time it happened in the World Cup. Not
yeah,
in the same space of 60 seconds, but in 10 minutes, the Netherlands did the same to us. And it was the same story because then we were better,
collapse.
probably this time marginally better than France in extra time,
Yeah,
but against the Netherlands we were far superior. We should have won it, and then we won on penalties. And I think, well, the Netherlands missed the first one and the second one. This time it was the second and
yeah,
the third that they missed,
third,
but
yeah,
very very similar, very very similar to the game against the Netherlands.
the Dutch.
Um, yeah, the Dutch.
Yeah, uh,
But you have
it
to give him. You have to hand
look.
it to Mbappe. For
You,
much as we like to hate him, what they did there, it was a
was
1-2 in the air. I don't know what they did. It
that
was
that wasn't an
it's
easy
just like
finish either.
lightning.
Yeah,
No, it was like lightning. It was
yeah,
like lightning, and that was when my face went completely white. Um, but
yeah. I'll
I,
for
I felt we were losing it. I felt we were losing it.
yeah, yeah.
I have to be honest.
For as much as we like to obviously jokingly, right? Nothing against that Mbappe at all. As much as we like to jokingly hate on Mbappe, he's a talent. His forget his speed. Just put his speed aside. His finishing has improved so much. He's very dangerous. He I don't want to say single handedly, but he basically almost single handedly won the World Cup for France in that sense. His
Hmm.
finishing.
Hmm.
He had another chance even at 3-3 where he dribbled around two of our defenders, and then you could tell he was going for the shot. And he said, "No, I'm gonna fake it, dribble around the third," and then it was Dybala that ended up clearing it. But
Oh
my
my God!
yeah, my thoughts when it hit 2-2 was we're gonna lose in extra time. France is gonna score one, maybe two goals. This is not going to penalty kicks. I'm being very honest. Very honest.
Mm.
I did not think that we would end up going to penalty kicks after he made it 2-2. Um,
Yeah, and
no,
then it was somebody said a roller coaster, and it's true. It was ups and downs all the way, because then we started. getting back into the game, started to playing better. Um, I think the introduction of Paredes and Lautaro really helped our team.
It calmed
The
things
ball
down.
was probably too tired. He had received a lot of
He was dead.
punishment. He was dead. Remember, didn't have an easy second half of the World Cup with the injuries and everything. But I felt he was amazing again today. Um, and Julian, I don't know. I haven't watched. I haven't seen any stats, but I think he ran like 80
Yeah.
miles, 100 kilometers. I don't know how much he ran. I think he represented the entire nation of Argentina. If we were a player, we would be Julian, running after everybody, giving them hell, pushing for every single ball, not giving them any easy passes. What he did off the ball in this final was amazing.
Wow.
He didn't have many chances for himself to score, but
No.
sometimes it's like that. He had a couple against Croatia. He took them away. He scored another two goals. This time it wasn't a goal scoring uh, kind of final for him. Just wasn't happening. And I felt the introduction of Lautaro. We will get to Lautaro now, but
Yeah.
the introduction of Lautaro uh, together with Paredes, I think it was very beneficial for the team because it gave us a lot more physical presence. It liberated Enzo Fernandez a little bit more, so he
Hmm.
played more of an offensive role.
Sorry, I just
And
need to
Paredes,
plug in my laptop.
don't worry, don't worry. And Paredes is a guy who can play those offensive progressive passes
Yeah.
with sharpness. He times it perfectly, and he can win the ball back as well. Um, do we lose? Did we lose you? No, you're there.
No,
You're there.
no, I'm still here. Yeah.
Um,
World champion.
good. So all of a sudden, our number nine, which was not Julian anymore but Lautaro, um, he started getting chances, and this
Yeah.
is because of the changes that we made.
Right.
And I think the only blatant miss that Lautaro had tonight was the free header,
At the
really
end, this was
at the very
120th
end.
practically. Yeah.
But the first few chances that he had today, you know, he didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe you could argue that he could have taken the shot first with his first touch instead of controlling. But if you look
Yeah.
at the camera behind him, he he controls the ball, which he didn't do against Australia, and he was criticized for that because he hit it first touch and he went over the moon. But this time he controls it, and he's sending Lloris the other way. He's shooting
Yeah.
to the far
Far
post,
post.
and if it wasn't for Upamecano's
Block.
studs, that ball was going in. We don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe it was probably getting blocked or whatever, but it wasn't uh, a bad finish. And then he sent one on one with the keeper from with a pass from Acuna outside of his foot.
That
He
was
gets
tough
one
though.
on one with the keeper. But let me tell you what, it was a corner kick. They gave a goal kick, and I
Yeah.
think that ball was going in as well. But it was another massive block. I think again
That
by
should have been a
Upamecano.
corner.
Should have been a corner,
Should have been a
but
corner.
uh, I'm not an advocate
No.
for Lautaro or anything
It's
else. He should have scored that header. um, he's capable. He's very capable of doing
yeah.
that, but it wasn't to be for him. He wasn't at the best of his game, but he wasn't horrible either. And he was
No.
instrumental for one of the moments of this final, one of the best moments of this final, the third goal. If you look
Yeah.
at that, if you look at that goal again,
It.
there's four guys doing everything to perfection. First, Montiel finding Lautaro. He was under pressure. He was running towards the sideline, under pressure, being marked by don't know if it was Camavinga or somebody from France.
I think it was
I don't
Camavinga.
remember. And he plays a long pass to Lautaro. And what Lautaro does with the first touch, with the back pass to Messi, is a control and a pass in one move. And that is fantastic because that really complicated France. It was Messi on the ball. He plays Enzo Fernandez, and Enzo first touch finds Lautaro. All of a
It
sudden, we
was
have three guys in the box,
a
and it
beautiful
was
goal.
like tick tick tick. That was fantastic.
Yeah,
And to do that with more than 100 minutes in your legs, it's very very special from Enzo and from Messi. And then Lautaro burns Lloris's gloves,
palms. Yeah,
and Messi pounds on the rebound. So I I do, I mean I know it wasn't the dream World Cup for for Lautaro, but I think he's being targeted by a lot of people, and I think it's a bit unfair. Um,
spot on.
do you know how hard it must be to regain your form and for it to be the World Cup final? That can be easy. And also,
No,
he was carrying an injury.
an
An
injury.
injury.
Yeah,
His uncle
it's
was not very well.
no. He the his first chance, the one that was blocked by Upamecano, the one where he controlled it. I thought he should have taken it first. First time. He should not have
Yeah.
controlled it. But I'm sitting on my couch watching the game. I'm not the one playing the World Cup final with the ball in front of me, and you know what I mean. So I don't think that
Luckily,
should be. Luckily,
luckily.
luckily, yes. Or else, you know what? Argentina would not be world champions right now. But it's easy to sit and say he should have done that. So, and that was a great block too. That was a very good block. The second one, I won't lie, I had a flashback of, and this did not end the same way because, and I'm gonna explain what I mean. So bear with me. Don't kill me. Palacios' miss in 2014 came from a cross by Marcos Rojo. Marcos Rojo played the cross into Palacio, and Palacio played it high. This was a cross from Acuna, a similar kind of cross, played into Lautaro. But obviously Lautaro had Lloris on him, like coming straight towards him, and he had, I think again it was Upamecano, right behind him that got the ball
Yeah,
out that should have been a corner. So that was a very, very difficult opportunity there for Lautaro.
yeah, and that moment when Palacio tries to chip
He was free, he had no one
Neuer,
on him. He had no one on him.
and there was a phrase that became very popular in Argentina.
Era por
They were
abajo.
saying "era por abajo," so you had to shoot below the keeper,
Yeah. Yeah.
under
Should
the
have went
keeper.
low. Yeah,
Lautaro did hit under the keeper today, but it was a deflection there.
no,
There was a
no,
deflection there, and then
exactly. There was stuff, and to Calvin's comment as well. If he would have hit it first time and it would have gotten blocked, or if he would have missed, everyone would have said, "Well, he should have controlled it," right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
you can never win when you're a striker and the ball doesn't want to go in. Sometimes you can never win, right?
No, but I'll tell you what, he contributed very very well
To the third goal,
today. Yeah, he contributed to
absolutely.
the third goal and caused France some problems. Gave us
Yeah.
a bit of a handle on the game
He did
again just by his presence there. And of course, I praise Julian because he had a great game, but
fantastic
I
game.
don't think anybody can run
Pep,
like that for 120 minutes. So it was only logical. And
Pep,
also,
Pep is lucky to have him at City. He has
of
a
course,
he has a world class world champion in Alvarez. He has Haaland too, but he has a world champion
yeah,
in
yeah.
Alvarez.
Um, and this brings one point that we should probably be making because
Yes.
I think there was a bit of a sometimes it goes like that. It's just you do something 30 seconds before before it happens and you win. You do
Yeah.
it 30 seconds after you should have done it and you lose. Yeah. Sometimes it's a game like this. It's a game of
Of
little,
course.
very, very slight margins. And I think if there's anything that Scaloni can regret from this final, it's the fact that he probably should have made a couple of substitutions
Earlier.
before before France got into
Yeah.
the game, just to not give France anything.
Yeah.
So put Lisandro in, remove somebody, I don't know who, but give our players a bit more advantage when it comes to numbers and
Hmm.
spaces that you have to cover and refresh the defense. Um, And once France
It's
equalize in 1 minute, that's it. You can make those
those
substitutions.
adjustments.
So
It's
probably it was either at that moment or never. So it was
yeah,
never. We never reverted back to three center backs, but
no,
it's one of those what if moments. I think
yeah.
if we make that substitution just a couple of minutes before,
Who knows? Yeah, maybe it
I
changes the game a
yeah
little bit.
yeah yeah
Maybe it changes the game. And I was thinking that too because France at that point had made four substitutions before Rabiot came off because Rabiot came off due to a concussion. So at that point, France had made four substitutions. We had only made one, which was Di Maria for Acuna. And then I'm
mhm,
thinking, well, okay, you cannot take DePaul off, but he can't run anymore. So you have to take him off, even
yeah
though for the team he's very important. And then I'm
yeah
thinking, who do you bring on? And like, do you bring Dybala on? But if you bring Dybala on for who? Do you bring
mm,
Palacios? I don't know. And for me, the obvious choice was Lisandro. I really
yeah
thought Lisandro was going to get in, but he waited and waited and waited and waited, and ultimately the substitutes paid off. Montiel, who
yeah.
I
I didn't like Acuna today. I love him,
no,
but
yeah,
I'm objective. I'm
yeah,
tell it as I see it. Um, he was he was rumored to be the starter, and then Tagliafico was the starter, and apparently it was because of a
fitness thing.
physical
Yeah,
thing, a little injury that probably prevented him from playing 90 minutes, but he was good to go for shorter than that. And I don't know. I don't know if it was the position or if it was because France
he
changed the way they were playing, but
he
we
was a
really
left winger though.
felt,
He played as a
yeah,
left winger too. Not even not a wing back. Literally just
yeah.
left winger.
But it was the basic stuff that he couldn't
Yeah,
just
he didn't
perform
do well.
as normally. He had a wonderful pass to Lautaro, which could have won the
The
game
header.
for us. But I think, but the thing is, I said it just when we were starting to talk about the second half. We knew we were going to get tired. We knew that
Yeah,
Di Maria couldn't couldn't go for 120 minutes or for 90 minutes, and apparently it was. A
it was a
conversation going
strategy.
on between Scaloni and Di Maria, and more than a strategy, it was a forced substitution that we had to
Yeah,
make. And I think Scaloni, rightly so, went one by one, putting Acuna in for Di Maria, knowing that Acuna can do the work everywhere across the left flank, but it wasn't a great game from Acuna. Um, but I'm not saying he had a terrible game
no,
either. But it was
but
difficult. It was
but
difficult,
you know
but
what? It's funny because if I mean, you just said he a great cross to Lautaro. Let's say Lautaro scores it, right? Argentina won the World
yeah,
Cup. Everyone's gonna
yeah,
forget about Acuna's performance and say,
of
"Wow, he
course,
had the assist on the goal," right? So sometimes it's those fine margins. I agree with you. I don't think Acuna had a great match. I think he had a difficult task because when he was coming in, France were slowly, very slowly getting into the match when he
yeah,
came in. And by the time he was fully in and 5 minutes into the game, France had kind of control of it all. But ultimately, Argentina are world champions, so who cares?
yeah. We still need to no, but we still need to
We have
talk
to have a
about
third goal
no.
and the save.
Yeah,
The
before the
save by
save.
Emmy, the
No,
goal by
before the save
Mbappe, the
because
goal by Messi,
we are 3-2 now, right?
the
Because
handball.
we talk about the Messi's goal. I just want to
Yeah,
say, such a shame that it didn't end with Messi scoring with his right foot
yeah.
in extra time. The game winning goal, the World Cup final winning goal by Messi. That would have been a better
Better
ending
finish than
for my
penalties.
liking. I just said
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't like suffering, but that would have been poetic. That would have been
Of
like
course,
the end
of
of the
course.
journey. It would have been perfect, perfect, and well
Yeah,
deserved because on in the balance of the 920 minutes, We were by far the better team tonight,
Yeah,
today. But then there's a moment. Can you show? Um, is there a
handball.
copyright issue? Is there a
Yeah,
copyright
let
issue?
me. I'll get a picture of it. I'll
Maybe
get a
there's a
picture of
picture
it.
because
Yeah,
I
instead
haven't
of.
seen it. I went to
I
celebrate. I
saw
went.
it. I saw a video of it. I could probably
Yeah,
try and
but I
find it.
saw it like 3 hours after the game. I didn't see it in the moment. So what we're saying is there's a corner kick for France. It's 3-2 to Argentina, and it's only 3-4 minutes to
Let me
go.
see if I can find
So
it.
they have a corner kick. Corner kick goes in. Couple of France players are jumping in the box, and one French player goes like this, and
Yeah,
parries it with the hand. He falls to Mbappe. Mbappe hits towards goal, and Montiel does like that, and he hits his arm, and it's a penalty. Of course, it's a penalty, but it should have never been a penalty because of a handball. Is what Sied is saying there in the comment.
yeah. No, no, it was a handball. I'm looking for the picture here.
Yeah, but
Uh,
the thing is, they didn't show a replay. We couldn't see it.
oh,
Maybe we were too nervous to look at all the details. But it's so clear that it really amazes me that we could be talking about France winning the World Cup, probably them beating us on penalties or whatever. Messi never winning the World Cup in his life,
because of because of a handball.
and and of all and all due to a handball that they didn't give, and that would have been game over. It would have been Messi scoring the game winning goal in a World Cup.
I, yeah, I can't find the goal or the screenshot, the picture. I had it earlier, but no, it was absolutely a handball, and it's true. Actually, Connor is right as well. He said there wasn't a single VAR in this game,
There is a couple
which
of
is
TikToks, but of course, maybe copyright issues are.
if you want to send me the TikTok video, I'll open it. Maybe I could pause it, so we just see like a picture of the thing of the handball.
Yeah,
But no, it was absolutely a handball there. Very much a handball. Um,
yeah. You can
and
probably do a steal of that.
yeah,
Uh,
I'll take a screenshot of it and we can
I
put it.
have it.
But yeah, this was something that was not shown. I saw it on Twitter later on. Now here we go. Thank you, Seba.
Yeah,
Hermano, there you go.
I mean, how many cameras do they have? And they have the VAR cabin. They have a
There
hundred
you go.
officials there watching TVs. They should be paying more attention to this stuff. They should be. They
Yeah.
should be
Yeah.
because
Let me here. I'll put
we're
it.
having.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Seba.
No, I was gonna say we're having to withstand people, especially from the Madrid media, saying that we won the World Cup because they gave us. Yeah, it has to go. You have to go a little. There you
Right
go.
here.
Look at that.
Right
Look
here.
at that. Look at that.
That's a handball right there.
So we have to hear the media in Spain, especially
It's ridiculous.
lots of people who hate Argentina saying, "Oh, you only won it because they gave you guys a penalty in every game." But look at that! Look at
Yeah.
that!
Yeah. No, the thrill is asking how legit the clip is. It could have been in the first half. No, it's right before
No,
the
no,
video
yeah,
that I
if
saw had this, and then it had the penalty on it. This was a
yeah, yeah,
legit
yeah.
goal.
There's a
Legit.
couple of different angles, and then you
Yeah.
see after that handball, the ball goes to Mbappe, and Mbappe takes the shot. Um,
And then
and
yeah,
there
referee
you
points
see,
at the
there you
spot.
see, there you see the referee pointing at the spot. It's
Yeah. See, the ref points it here. You can't really see it
Yeah,
much,
no,
but
no, no. It's just too much. It's just too much. But
yeah.
of course, the referee can miss that. Of course, he's looking at so many different things, and maybe it's
Absolutely.
he can miss that. But he should get
VAR cannot.
assistance. Yeah, yeah. Bar
Yeah.
should be paying attention to that. I don't know.
There you go.
Luckily, it's just an anecdote right now, but
Yeah. No, definitely.
but
Especially
here we are.
if this was before VAR, I still would have been angry because you think, oh come on, how did the referee or linesman miss it? But with VAR, how did they miss that? That's the funny part is how did they even miss it with VAR? You know, without VAR, we've seen a lot of things, right? But with VAR, how do you miss it? But anyways, Mbappe gets the goal, right? Mbappe makes it 3-3, um, and then we get the Lautaro chance, and then we get a chance in about the 120th minute. But not we, but France does. France gets a chance
Both,
in the
yeah,
120th minute. Uh,
both teams had a chance to win it at the end,
both,
but
both teams. And this I know I have a picture of because I remember tweeting it. But
yeah,
if the match or if the save by Martinez against Australia in the 120th minute took 80 years off my life, this save, this save right here that I just gotta find, I have it. But this save took maybe 800 years off my life because this was massive. Look at this.
I'm sending you another picture to go with it. But
Look at this.
I think this picture doesn't do justice. This picture doesn't do justice. This
No,
is
this.
by far, and I don't know,
Oh
because
my god, the picture you just sent me, Seba.
this
This,
is
I'm gonna
you know
show it
what?
now.
I don't think there's ever been a more decisive save in the
Save.
history of our national
Uh,
team,
no.
in the history of the World Cup finals. I don't know.
World Cup finals, maybe Casillas on Robin,
Oh yeah,
but
yeah, that was a
Casillas said he got lucky. Casillas said he got very lucky off that.
look at
Uh,
that. That's
this,
that's
yeah,
the abyss. That's the abyss we were talking about early on.
Jesus.
That's the abyss. That's us regretting forever the World Cup that we lost.
Yeah,
That's in a different universe.
yeah.
There's Seba and Roy completely crying couple
Oh
of
yeah,
hours
and everybody else in the chat completely.
going into clinical depression. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
it's no
yeah, yeah,
joke.
yeah.
Um, and how is that not a goal? How is that not a goal?
Because we have a psychopath as a goalkeeper.
We
Your
have a
words,
national
Seba, not
hero.
mine.
Yeah, he's a psycho.
Okay.
You know what? Psycho keeper, qu'est-ce que c'est?
Psycho.
Fa 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 fa. Psycho keeper. Hey,
It's an
I'm
open.
allowed to. I,
Oh, you could sing, Seba. Sing all
I'm
you
allowed
want,
to
Seba.
sing. I'm a World Cup champion, man. I won three now of those.
You
Three of
won
those
three.
now.
This was the sad part. Not sad for us, obviously, but in general, I mean, is we've had that exact chance before in a World Cup final, so we know how much this hurts, and I'm just
Scary.
happy that yeah, exactly, and I'm just happy that for once we're on the other side and it works in our favor because this is wow and absolutely, Sayed, absolutely
Yeah,
massive,
that was really scary. That was really scary. And then
massive.
after that save, the way he moves, there's an angle from behind the goal. Try to look. I'm
Yeah,
sure you're
go
gonna
for it.
spend not just you but everybody. Try to go and look. And I know that you're gonna spend a lot of time on social media trying to find every clip, every photo, every image.
Of course.
But there's a the camera angle behind the goal. The way that uh, he's not just guessing, it's instinct, it's knowledge, it's preparation, because the way he realizes that Colomwani is hitting with the outside of his foot towards the near post, and he just moves, he stretches his leg really wide and stops it. I don't know how. I don't know how. And then we got lucky in the rebound because he fell right into the head of our one of our defenders, and then we
Yeah.
were able to launch a counter attack. And then there's a fantastic cross by Montiel to Lautaro that unfortunately he couldn't direct the header. He goes. I think he got too eager. He missed that goal because he was too eager to hit it. And it could have been a different story. But look at that. Look at that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Who's the spider now? Julian or this guy? No, 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 no.
Look at Otamendi. Look at Otamendi right here. Look at
Oh
him.
my god. And I was really disappointed. That guy you're pointing out with the arrow, is it Otamendi?
Yeah, that's Otamendi right
Um,
here. Look at him.
he tried to deflect it, and the ball just passed him. I think
Oh
he had
no.
another error of judgment there.
And and the worst part, look at the time.
No, 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 no. It's too much. That's too much.
And is this Paredes? I think Paredes is just about to put his hands up. Look at him right here.
No, this is desperation, and the ball goes straight to the guy on the right, and then he clears it with the head, and that's where our counterattack started. And
Wow,
then
wow,
we
wow,
and then
wow.
we're again we went to penalties. I already felt like we lost an opportunity. I wasn't thinking of losing. We
Me
have
neither.
we have very 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 good penalty takers. We have the psycho keeper, qu'est-ce que c'est? And we are the best nation ever in the history of penalty shootouts in the World Cup. Like statistically, we won six, we lost only one, and that's because our keeper got injured. Otherwise, I think the story would have been different. Abondancieri in 2006, we lost to Germany in
Yeah.
the quarterfinals, and then we won every other penalty shootout that we ever played in.
Wow.
So
Hey,
it starts with
Mbappe.
Mbappe scoring again, Messi emulating Diego Maradona once again. Remember the
That
penalty
was
kick
scary.
against Italy?
Yeah.
The penalty kick against Italy, it was the same technique, same kind of weight on the ball, same speed,
Hey,
and
yeah.
same result, luckily.
Yeah. Before we get into the penalties, I want to say this.
Mhm.
Because I think I mentioned this. I want to say I mentioned this in the video when we spoke about after the Croatia game. I said France's weakness is going to be their goalkeeper. I said Hugo Lloris. I think I said that on the air. I'm saying this. This is not blasphemy. Argentina won the World Cup, so please don't crucify me. Don't kill me. Uh, Lloris did not look comfortable the entire game. The shot by Alvarez, like Julian Alvarez had a shot in the second half from a very difficult angle, which Lloris saved but uncomfortably. Then you had the chance by Lautaro, which he saved uncomfortably. And if we're being very honest, our first three penalty kicks,
Oh,
maybe with another goalkeeper, those are saved. Because Messi, Dybala, and Paredes, look, it's a penalty. We scored. Argentina are World Cup champions. So I don't care. I don't care. But it's I don't think Hugo Lloris had a good game. And once it went to penalties for me, like you said, I was not afraid of losing. I thought we would win for three reasons. The first one was Martinez, Libu. I thought he's guaranteed to make at least one save. The second, outside of Mbappe, I could not see or think of any other French player that had the confidence to score on Martinez. And then I just thought Hugo Lloris, I don't see him making a single save. Sorry, I digress. Seba,
good,
so
good.
Mbappe scores the first, and then Messi does a Maradona.
Yeah. So that's it. The two superstars uh, did their
One
thing.
each.
One each, so it's 1-1, and you
And
know
then the next penalty,
when
which is I have it here.
there
Uh,
there hasn't been there hasn't
it's
been
Coleman.
any single moment in which this guy hasn't answered destiny's call. And
No,
tonight again, he was destined to stop that penalty, at least one, at least one. And there
he
was a little
stopped.
dance. There was a little dance.
Yeah, do a little dance. What's that song? I'm not gonna sing. Do a little dance. There you go. Um, he did it, Dibu. So he saved Coman's penalty. A good save, a very very good save by the
Yeah,
psychopath, World Cup winner
yeah.
now, Copa America and Finalissima winner.
You know what? I think it goes through his hands. and he ends up saving it with his face.
He does
Um,
actually. Yeah, it was
yeah,
his face, and I remember
yeah,
his T-shirt, his jersey. Um,
kind of
it
torn. Yeah,
really, yeah, it went like this a little
yeah.
bit, a little bit torn. So he does that.
Um, Sorry,
Go
somebody,
ahead.
Jambi, a few comments earlier because we're gonna miss the comment if you scroll up a
Yeah,
little
of
bit.
course. I'm gonna-
He was asking for a podcast that I mentioned the other day. I would like to recommend it. It's in Spanish, but if you can
Yeah,
speak
looking for
Spanish
the.
or want to learn, um,
Ah, here you go. I
the
found it.
there you go. So that's Miguel Francolini, a friend of mine. I participated in a couple of editions. Sorry that I killed the momentum. We were talking about the
It's okay.
penalty, but we
No
will
worries.
go back to that. It's called Coronados sin Gloria. It's a part of the national anthem, but with a little word change there. Coronados de Gloria says
This one is seen, Gloria.
in the national anthem, but this time is Sin Gloria because he speaks about the national teams that are that leave a mark in the World Cups, but without winning it, right? Ah, yo te amo también, Jambi. Hoy amo a todos, a los de Boca también, Boca, River, Independiente, todos, todos, todos. So uh, like for example Hungary in 1954 or the Netherlands in 1974, the teams that we all remember but haven't won. So each of those teams get an edition of that podcast, and I mentioned it the other day, so Jambi was patient and had to wait until today, and I wanted to recommend it. So we're back to
Back to
the
this.
shootout. And after, we I like to think about the penalty shootouts as if it was a tennis game, right?
Yeah.
So we have a
They serve.
possibility to break. We had a break point there, and instead of sending Leandro Paredes like in the game against the Netherlands, because Paredes
Sentibala.
shot the second goal, this time he sent Dybala. And there's a bit of
Yeah.
there's a little stat that I read from an Italian journalist. He said that um, the last six players that were introduced solely with the purpose of taking a penalty kick. I mean, they were all on the bench, but because they're good at taking penalties, when there's only 2-3 minutes to go before the penalties, well, they are sent in. The last six players that were introduced at either World Cup or Euros to take a penalty
Miss.
kick, they
Miss.
they all missed. They all
They all
missed,
miss.
and
Yeah.
Dybala broke that hoodoo. And
Whew.
oh boy, I was glad because there
Yeah.
you're in control. You're in control.
Yes.
They have to do something very special to come back to that game,
Yeah.
and it
Um,
goes to Chouameni,
and
right?
then Chouameni goes wide. And Martinez gets the right way. Martinez went the
Yeah,
right way, and Chouameni went wide. Um, and then it was Paredes. And with Paredes, at the Copa America against Colombia, and then at the World Cup against the Netherlands, he went the same way, same everything. He whipped it towards the middle, his left, the middle left. And this time I'm thinking, okay, like maybe Loris has seen those two penalties. What's Paredes gonna do? And Paredes just casually, nothing wrong with that, just whips it into the bottom and gets the better of of Loris. Um, that was beautiful. That made it 3-2. Sorry, that made it 3-1 for us, and it meant we just needed one more kick, one more goal. That's all we needed. Um, Moani scored for France down the middle, uh,
yeah.
and then and this is funny because I remembered you say about when Montiel took the penalty kick because you mentioned last time that you had someone, a friend of yours, who told you before the game against the Netherlands that Montiel was great at penalty kicks.
He
So I
said,
remember that.
not just great. He said he's the best penalty taker in the whole squad that we have.
There you go.
So for people who don't know Montiel that much, of course, my friend is a River Plate fan. He knows everything about Cachete Montiel. By the way, the nickname Cachete. It's Chicks.
Cheeks.
So yeah, they call him Chicks Montiel, and it was a no look. It was a no look. It was a
Yeah,
freaking
no
no
look
look.
penalty.
What what are you talking about? And uh, the only thing that I regret is that the camera was behind him,
Yeah, you couldn't
because
see.
people were thinking, "Oh, he's too cold to celebrate," because he was just walking casually. He was crying. I mean, he was
Yeah,
crying, but you couldn't see his face. But he was crying. He was so emotional, and that moment. I don't know. I'm sure he's not thinking about it, but he became eternal at that moment. At that moment, he became eternal. That's it. He's the
yeah.
he's the hero. He's the guy who scored the goal. You know.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he scored that goal, and I knew it when Montiel's walking to take the penalty, and I knew if Montiel scores, we win the World Cup, and I said it earlier, but Montiel scored, and I'm like, okay, we won the World Cup. But wait, did we win the World Cup? We won the World Cup, and then I see just Montiel taking his shirt off and just crying into it, and I'm like, oh my God, we won the World Cup, and I couldn't believe it. I I could not believe it. And this is actually a good comment by Olympic Fanatic. Says there are so many good penalty kick takers on the team that Lautaro and Enzo did not even get to take one, which is pretty great.
Maybe the fifth one was for Lautaro, considering that
Could have
Enzo
been.
had missed against the
Yeah,
Netherlands, and of course Dybala was there, and
yeah.
um, it was a good thing that we didn't have to discover who was the final taker for us.
That's ridiculous.
And then relief. It was a big relief for
And then it
everybody.
was yeah, and then it was cue the celebrations, and it was wow. It was beautiful. It
Mm.
was. I mean, I have this here, so I may as well put this picture up. But it was go with this, have that, put this. It was
Hmm. It's in good
it was
hands.
just it's in good hands. Yeah, it's in good hands, and I love this from Emmy from Legal Rights. World champions, world champions. Um, and what's funny is, I was talking to someone, and then she said she couldn't watch the penalty kicks. She said, "Roy, I went to penalty kicks, I couldn't watch it." And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I understand. And then when I told her what had happened in the penalty kicks, it was just kind of like, when I told her how Messi shot and how Dybala shot, and she was just like, oh my gosh. Um, but yeah, Montiel won the World Cup. Well, won the World Cup. He scored the decisive penalty kick to win the World Cup for Argentina. Um, we have some funny pictures for sure. I mean, Jaco Taco, the picture of Dibu with the Golden Glove, a little gesture, which I don't think the Qataris really probably appreciated. Um, and there you go. Yeah. World champions. Should I? You
Oh,
want me to? Let's share some pictures. Let me see what we have.
yeah. No, you know what? I sent you the video.
Yeah, the video.
I don't know if the audio is gonna be good enough
Yeah. Let
with
me
sound.
double
We will
check.
need the sound because I really liked it. Of course, there's so many things to share and to see, and
Wait, is that the one where the person with on the bike?
yes.
Okay, so just tell me. I'm gonna play the first couple of seconds, and then just tell me if you could hear it. Okay, if you hear the audio.
Okay.
So I'm just
Yeah.
gonna stop this. So guys, this is something Seba you found, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I saw it on social media.
Okay.
Of course, it's a good video. It's making the rounds. This is
Bring
in
it.
the middle of the city of Buenos Aires. There you will see the
So
obelisco in the background.
just
It's the place
just
where we gather. Yeah.
yeah. So just tell me if you hear it. If you hear it,
Okay.
great. And if not, I'll try and figure something out.
Okay. Yeah, we can hear.
Okay.
So the guy is biking around, and the penalty shootout is happening at the same time. So he's biking around. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he was too nervous to watch. But I will. Did you hear the roar? Did you
Wow.
hear the roar? Oh my god.
Wow. Wow.
Oh my god.
No, that was yeah,
And
yeah.
we're gonna see so many videos of like this. We're gonna see so many videos like this. This is the first one I found earlier today. Oh my god. Oh my
We're
god.
we're gonna see a lot of them. We're gonna see a lot of them. Let's let's get to some of the pictures, I guess. Right at this point,
Yeah, I wanna see Messi.
there was a picture. I guess it's this one. This one really, really got me crying. Um, Let me stop this. We'll bring it up. As I was watching this live, this one got me.
Oh
That one
my
where he
god.
was just kind of walking and then he stops, he sees it, and he kisses it. That one, that got to me. That really
No, no,
got to
it's
me.
incredible.
Um, yeah, that one. Um, some, I mean, some other ones as well. You have to feel. I know. Actually, it is on topic, but this one here, Aguero. You have to feel for Aguero as well.
No,
You do
Agüero
feel.
was like the 12th man. He was like the 12th man, but he was part of the team. I mean, I felt I really felt emotionally. I mean,
Yeah, seeing
you
him.
have to consider this is a guy who would have been there if it wasn't for the heart problem that
Issue.
they found. He had to retire early. You, I mean, we can't imagine how painful it would be for him, but he was there. Um, he got permission to get into the team's um, retreat, hotel, or whatever you want to call it, and he actually slept in the same room with Messi as they used to do. So, so it means a lot for Kun. Kun Agüero was holding Messi on his shoulders, making the round, the Vuelta Olímpica, as we call it in
Yeah.
Spanish.
Wait, we have that. We have that.
Uh,
Let me find that. Of course, we
Somebody's
have that.
asking for a picture of me hanging from traffic lights. No.
None of that. At least not right now. So I do have this actually. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We have the or I have a video. I guess I had tweeted it out of Aguero lifting Messi and them doing the rounds. Um, that I have. Yes, it's actually
Oh my
this.
god.
Um, let me explain this now. Look at that.
No, it's amazing.
World champion right there. World
Incredible.
champion.
Incredible. Incredible.
World champion.
Oh,
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Um, I don't know if you
right.
saw
Yeah.
this we could probably play. I think. I hope. Let's we'll play this.
Hmm. I haven't seen this.
Look at Aguero when he comes in. That's your no look penalty right there. That won Argentina the World Cup. And we got Seba emotional again. I've seen that
Oh,
video a
fuck.
couple of times, so I'm still I cried the first couple of times I saw it too.
Oh, I hadn't seen it. I hadn't seen it. You got
Yeah,
me. Fuck.
I got you, Seba. I got you there. So it's funny. Connor wrote it took Aguero 8 seconds. um, yeah, yeah. There's a lot of
There's
videos
a
coming up.
there's a I want you to show a video of Scaloni. this is the one that I have to use my phone to send it to you. Um,
No worries.
but this
No
is the
worries.
one. This is the one I'm sure it's gonna get you. It's gonna get all of you. It's gonna get um because it's too much. Um,
Guido's doctor probably going
where
crazy
is
on
it?
that stuff.
Yeah, I was thinking of about
I was thinking about Aguero when he was lifting Messi up and holding him like that. That can't be good for him. All seriousness, I mean, that cannot be too good for
yeah,
him.
cardiologist
Um,
must not be happy.
no.
I sent you a
Um,
video and a picture. But the
okay.
video, go
You
with
can
the
start with the
video
picture
and
or video.
go with the video. We're gonna cry, and then we need to see the picture
Okay.
to smile again.
All
But
right. So let's
look
try.
at the reaction from Scaloni. This is like 30 seconds, maybe 1 minute after the after Montiel scored the penalty.
Okay. Let's go for this. There we go. Let's make this a little bit bigger.
Look at this.
All right. Oh,
This is what it means, man. Amazing. That's what it means. Oh my god.
I see that.
No nation, no fan base, nobody wanted this as much as we did, and this is
No.
why we wanted. Sometimes it's exactly the reason why we lost it because we wanted it so much. Probably it got the better of us. That emotion got the better of us. That inner fire that we have probably burned us instead of pushing us forward and giving us what it takes to win it all. But this time, this time we wanted it more than anybody else in the world, and it's in good hands now. It's completely and utterly deserved by Argentina. This is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah. It's at least for the next 4 years, it's in very good hands.
Yeah. Oh, and what about what Messi said after the game? We want to smile, so go with the
Yeah.
picture that I sent you.
Yeah.
And
Of
then
course. Of
I
course.
don't know
Let's
if
go
you
back.
heard. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know if everybody heard. Because there was a lot of talking about Messi, comparisons with the Last Dance documentary with Michael
Right.
Jordan. Look at that. Look at that. The real queen of Argentina,
The first
Antonella,
lady and the queen. Yeah.
the three boys, and Lionel Messi taking a picture
Yeah.
of. We can say taking a picture of his
The
two
first
darlings.
lady.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is two darlings. Yeah. Yeah.
his
We
two
can say that.
darlings. Yeah,
We can say that.
Antonella
Uh,
and the
and
World
the
Cup
kids in the
trophy.
World Cup. Yeah. It's
So what?
she posted that actually on Instagram.
Yeah.
I saw that running around.
So there were a lot of rumors, right? They were saying,
Yeah.
okay, this is Messi's last World Cup. Um, that's probably the last time you will see Messi. And Lionel Scaloni, after the game in the press conference, he said, okay, and Roy, you posted it on Mundo's account.
Mundo.
He said, least we can do for 2026, we can reserve the number 10 shirt for him. We will have 26 shirts. One can be his. If he wants, that's it. He's got his shirt. Maybe in a different role, whatever he wants, whatever he needs, he
Yeah.
deserves it, and that's the least we can do. So when so when people were saying, this is last time we see Messi at the World Cup, of course it's not confirmed. 4 years is a long time, especially for
Yeah.
somebody his age. But he did say, "I want to continue playing with the national team as a champion." So if anybody is hearing this for the first
Time.
time, I'm really glad that I'm the one telling you. If not, if you already knew, uh, let's be happy about it together, I guess.
Yeah. No, he's not. He's not. He's not retiring. This is, could not or possibly not be his last World Cup either. So it's I'm just gonna put this off. Give me a sec here. This is one that we are never ever going to get tired of seeing.
What is he wearing? What did they
So that okay,
make him wear?
so I'm gonna talk a little bit about that. I'm not an expert, but I have an idea. Um, I'm a little bit educated on it. So that robe or that garment, that gown, whatever you want to call it, it's really it's reserved to a certain degree, kind of like for royalty in the
Really?
Gulf. Yeah, and what he's wearing, and I'm not over exaggerating, and if anybody is from that region or has an idea, then they know what I'm talking about. It's very expensive. It's very prestigious. It's a very prestigious piece of clothing that they wear, and to a certain degree, yeah, it is kind of reserved for royalty. They wear it in the Gulf, so
It's called bisht. It's saying Siad is saying it's called bisht. Yeah, I apologies if I'm not pronouncing
yeah.
it correctly. And I
Uh,
wasn't making fun of that
no, no, no. I know you. No, no. I know you weren't
prestigious.
making fun of it.
I was
No, I
like,
know you weren't.
I'm
I know you
surprised,
weren't.
you know?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was surprised when I saw it, and then I thought, wow, they're actually gonna make him wear it. But I said they're actually gonna
Wow.
make him wear it, but in a good way. I meant they're like, wow, they're actually gonna make him wear it. But no, for those I was explaining, obviously. Not. I know you weren't making fun of it, Seba. But
No,
yeah,
no,
for
no, of
those,
course.
it's made for royalty in a way. It's kind of what they wear it.
Wow.
It's exactly. It's a huge mark of respect. It's for the leaders of the tribes. The Prince of Qatar was wearing one, so it, having him wear it is kind of like the ultimate sign of respect, especially to to lift the World Cup. So in that sense, it was good. I know a lot of people had questions about it because they weren't sure what it was, but think of it as the ultimate part of respect on that. Yeah,
No, I was absolutely sure that this
yeah,
was like a huge honor.
yeah, yeah. It is.
I was surprised that that actually they gave him that to wear.
Yeah,
Because I felt he was going to lift the trophy wearing the Argentina shirt. But now that I know, now that I have some context, and
yeah.
thank you guys for all the context, and I'm seeing a lot of comments there. Thank you for the information and apologies for my ignorance
No,
on that
no, no, no. You're not ignorant about
subject.
it. You just didn't know, Seba. It's not ignorance. You didn't know.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
all.
yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
But oh my god, oh my god, what a
Yeah,
moment!
it's it was it was definitely interesting. It was definitely interesting. Argentina
What are you
World
laughing
Cup.
about?
Argentina World Cup champions. I
Oh,
just was
that's
saying.
it. That's a joke.
That's not a joke. I can't believe
Oh my
it.
god! Oh my god!
It's
All right,
definitely
all
yeah,
right.
yeah,
Almost
yeah.
2 hours. Of course, we
No,
won the
we
World Cup,
will
so yeah,
we won the
we
World Cup.
deserve
I
it.
think it's worth it.
Yeah,
It's 2 a.m. for you, Seba.
yeah.
We'll wrap things up. We'll wrap things up. It's been an incredible journey, an incredible tournament. We're 3-0 when it comes to trophies. Doing these videos, we started at the Copa America, the Finalissima, and now the World Cup. Um, so thank you everybody for that. Thank you, Seba. Thank you everybody that's been here throughout this journey. It's just been incredible. Argentina are World Cup champions. Argentina are World Cup champions. Um, Seba, any final words?
The only thing I will say is every single one of you guys and all of your communities, all of your towns, cities, nations, you you're all from Argentina tonight and and every day. You are all from Argentina. You deserve this as much as anybody else, and I'm really thankful for you guys showcasing our colors, our flags, our badge, for loving Messi, one of our own, for loving every player in our team. Um, I'm getting emotional because you guys are making this a lot more special. I would like to hug every one of you, um, and just enjoy, go nuts. Now is the time. Do whatever, miss work, do whatever, misbehave. You deserve it. You're a world champion. You can do whatever. So
Yeah,
thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you forever. And this is something that nobody can take away from us. I don't care if other nations win three in a row next time around or whatever. This is our moment. This is us, and we all played a part in it. We all play a part, a big, big part.
yeah.
So congratulations and thank you so much.
Thank you, Seba. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, I'm thinking now Argentina defeated Brazil, Italy, and France to win trophies. So, and we were all part of that as a group, as it's
Yeah,
a big, big community. So, I just want to say thank you, everybody. Thank you, Seba, as always.
love you guys.
Thank you. It means a lot to be able to share this with you all. Um, that's beautiful. Argentina are World Cup champions. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit the like button. I said earlier we're gonna have like a world a year a 2022 year review. We have the under 20 team tournament coming. I can't think straight. All I can think of is Argentina are World Cup champions. But we have a lot of stuff coming up on the channel. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And one last time for this video, Argentina are World Cup champions. Argentina are world champions. 3 stars. We got it. Thank you, everybody. Take care. Until next time. Now it's not
Vamos.
time. Until next time, Argentina are World Cup champions. Thank you, everybody.